Hi, beautiful Cancer. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Cancer, this is your monthly read for July. I've already done June, July, and August. If you want to watch that, you find that in my previous videos. I just want to dive a little bit deeper for the month of July. And we're going to start with an overall energy here, and then we're going to go deeper and deeper to really clarify what the message is for you for the month of July, Cancer. Also, if you're interested, I'm still doing personal readings. I don't know for how long, but still. If you're interested in one, please send me a message. It can be about anything and everything. A video like this where you get to ask your questions and get answers from your guides. Okay, Cancer. Overall energy for the month of July, please. It can be anything and everything. So feel what it resonates with. What's going on for Cancer for the month of July, please? No, he wants to show up, but he doesn't want to. Wow, 7 heavenly virtues. 7 heavenly virtues. That's like having it all in the month of July. Having it all. It's there. It's there. It's percolating underneath. Having it all. An angel of miracles. That's almost even better, isn't it? Angel of miracles. Open your heart and expect a miracle. And I get it. It's very flamey. It's very, the fire there is like a lot of flames. I'm really drawn to them. I mean, there's a lot of other things happening in this card, but the fire, the flames is what I'm really drawn to. I just feel like there's a really fiery energy going on. We have just, as you're listening to this, we have gone past the solstice, but I think that was in Cancer. And that's going to sort of have a lot of ripple effect. Like that's going to cause a lot of ripple effect, and it causes things to flare up, but in the best way. Like it starts to, instead of putting out fires, you're causing the fire. You're getting things going, and I feel like that's a really, really beautiful thing. I'm just going to read the message there from the book. Angel of miracles. With a little baby. So maybe there's a baby coming in, and that is the miracle. Angels shine a divine light of intelligence, made of the highest and purest of the Holy Spirit. Angels bestow gifts and miracles upon you, appearing in many forms: a bird, a butterfly, an animal, or the brightest and only flower in blossom. When coincidences, synchronicities, and miracles start to happen in your life, you know that the angels are with you. The angels also assist and guide you during life's changes and challenges, comforting you to the next stage of your journey. Anything is possible with angels, so you can expect a positive outcome knowing that the angels have heard your prayers. And the mantra of this card is, I believe in miracles. I just feel like this can be, because the angels to me, they're not there only when you start to feel these synchronicities and everything that it said, like then you know that the angels are with you. No, the angels are with you at all times. That's my experience. That's my reference. The angels are with you at all times. But there might be something here, Cancer, that you have doubted it. You have doubted it. And with the flames there, it's a feeling of, okay, so you might have it's a good outcome for you. It's a good result that things are finally getting moving, or things that you want is getting moving. But it's a feeling of you have to go it alone. Like you have to really, if certain things are going to take place in your life, Cancer, then you need to fix it. Like you need to get it going. Because this thing about asking the universe or asking your angels, they don't seem to help you all that much. So I feel like there's something here in the month of July that shifts for you, that makes you understand, oh, I do have guidance. There's something that's going to become bluntly aware to you. Like, okay, it's not just a thought, it's not just a beautiful romantic idea that we have these angels with us that are there to help. Because it feels like you asked before and you didn't really get the help, or the feeling at least that you didn't get the help. But there's something different about you, Cancer. You are shifting. You're coming into this fiery place. So you're now starting to become a vessel for your own questions. Does that make sense? You're starting to, an easier way to say it, you're starting to allow what you are asking for. And the reason why you can allow it is because you're starting to be a blend or in alignment with those things. So I think that a big thing for you has been that you haven't really felt like you're supported, or that really they're with you, because if they were, why not help? I just realized that this little baby has wings. I've never seen those wings on that baby. I always thought that those wings were like separated and like with those huge angel wings, but there's little tiny baby wings there. So I just feel like due to what we just said, there's a new chief in town. There's a new you're really new at understanding that you're backed up by, that you have guidance. This is like such a beginning, like you're just finally flying with the angels. You're finally flying with their miracles. Their miracles are not miracles every day. The miracles are not miracles. It's starting to be an everyday thing. You're coming into the, like you have, it's the baby with baby wings, and you're just learning to fly. Like you're learning to accept and learning to be a part of the creation, if you will. So freaking beautiful. Okay, Angel of Miracles. Why is that here for Cancer, please? Intuition on the bottom. Angel of Miracles. Why is that here for Cancer, please? For the month of July. Stand your ground. Transformation. Stand your ground, transformation, and one more. I'm just gonna go another round because I heard no. Okay, I understand. I'm sorry. So I was like, there's gonna be one more card, and I heard no. I'm sorry. I was like, am I wrong? I felt like there was going to be one more card, but now I understand the confusion. It's not one more card. It's the same card that we already saw. That was on the bottom. Intuition. Okay. So this Angel of Miracles, I just love this. I just feel this stand your ground, Cancer. This is you coming. And that was Gemini as well. Gemini had a big, like, coming into themselves, like really starting to understand their new version of themselves. This is not so much the new version of you as it is just, you know, when you have those intellectual knowings, you have intellectual knowings for such a long time, meaning like you understand certain things, you read certain things over and over, you hear certain things over and over. It's like, yeah, I get this, I understand this. And then something happens and it's like, oh, now I get it. Like something just falls into place emotionally, or something just, it really clicks in with the heart. It sinks in into your system. It's not just a knowing anymore. It's a knowing, like you know it. I feel like there's something here. So you've been asking the angels, Cancer, maybe praying to the angels for some time, like maybe years. You have the trust in something greater than you. You do know that there is a path of like more. You intellectually understand the creative process. The like, okay, so here's what I want. Here's what I get. And it's like, it doesn't mesh. And right now, it feels like we have that baby there with the angel wings, and it's like you're just coming into the situation in July where it finally hits. It finally sinks in. So it's not just that you're just realizing, okay, so there are really angels. Like, they really do help me. Things really do come together in the way that I've asked for. And so this is you like claiming that space. It's like you're claiming the space of something you already knew. It's not so much finding a new version of yourself or claiming yourself. It's a deepening of an already understanding. Does that make sense? And that causes you to understand there is support. There's not you against, if something's going to happen, like, you're not putting out fires anymore, so that's good, but you're starting them. If anything is supposed to happen, you need to create them. And that's a good thing, but it can be quite the lonely journey. And it goes really slowly if you compare it to what the universe can bring about in like such a short amount of time as to if you were supposed to do it yourself. And this is like just someone claiming like, okay, I get it now. I'm just standing in this energy and I'm understanding it and I'm sticking to it and like I understand it. There's a huge transformation there. There's an understanding that goes from intellect to heart. And there's a shedding of the skin. I just see these snakes that just shedding of their skin, like how they. And it's so interesting because it doesn't mean that something was wrong. It doesn't mean, if you ever saw a snake that has shed their skin, if it's like newly it just happened, you can even think that it is actually the snake still, because they're sort of just almost crawling out their skin. So the skin is like almost intact. And the skin isn't bad. It's just time for new. And so it's a big transformation. You need to shed your skin. Nothing's bad with the old. It was just what it was supposed to be until that stage. But now it's time for new skin. Does that make sense? Like, it's time for this transition to take place. We have 13, that's death leading to life. That's coming into the feminine energy, to the feminine. That's a flowy. That's not you just organizing, being in the masculine. Like, if something's supposed to happen, I need to make it happen. You know, this is more like following the feminine flow of things, and just take yourself where you're being guided. And together with the intuition card that first showed up on the bottom and that wanted to come out, and it is like sitting there underneath everything. It's just the intuition is underneath everything. It really, so everything goes hand in hand, because as you start to trust more, as you start to trust that, okay, it might be something greater out there than myself. And as you start to trust more, then you trust more. And when you trust more, you trust more. And so more things come in, more things start to reveal themselves for you to trust. And now you heighten your trust and your faith. And as you heighten your trust and your faith, more things come in for you to trust. And so it's like a good ripple effect. It's a good going in the right direction. And so the intuition was already there. The intuition was on the bottom, right? That's a metaphor right there. The intuition was on the bottom, and now the intuition is out. Now the intuition came out. And it's interesting because I was questioning a tiny bit there. I was questioning for 2 seconds. Did I get that wrong? Like when I heard, I felt like that it was one more card, and then I heard no. And I continued to shuffle because I was so sure it was one more card. But then when this came out, it was like, oh, it's not one more card. It's the same card, but it's yet another card, and it's come out on the table. So for 2 seconds there, I was questioning a little bit. Am I getting that wrong? Like, am I not supposed to trust the feeling here that it's supposed to be another card here? So there's something about having a distrust in your own intuition. Maybe you hear it and you're being guided towards something or guided away from something, and you hear it. But it's one thing to hear it, and another thing to follow it and completely listen to it and completely surrender to it. But that's the beauty of this. Like, once you start to understand that miracles really do happen, once you release yourself, once you surrender, and let the bigger party take care of it. You go with the flow, you deal with this transformation, and the more you trust, the more you trust. Is there anything else for the month of July that we want to tell Cancer, please? You know, that's probably, I don't know if there's anything greater in life than when you can start to trust your intuition, when your faith is heard, when there's faith and you feel heard, when you don't doubt anymore, but you know that this is the fact. I mean, it's just such a beautiful place to be in. Anything else we want to share with Cancer for the month of July? Oh, look at this. Cancer, King of Ariel, successful, stable, accomplished, and powerful. Your plans are working out very well. Professional and financial success, using resources wisely. So this is when you're coming into this beauty. This is like, okay, I've asked for this, I wanted to trust the universe, but nothing really happens. If it's supposed to happen, well, I have to take care of it myself. But now the transformation is starting to happen. Like you got your baby wings. You're starting to trust that, wait a minute, maybe I do get support. Maybe the angels really are out there. Maybe the universe is actually working on my behalf. And you're starting to really stand your ground, and you're making this transition, this transformation, starting to really, really, really trust your intuition. And that's just going to guide you, continue to guide you forward, and continue to guide you forward, and continue to guide you forward as you're coming into being the King of Ariel. Ariel being all about manifestations and love. You're the king of that. You're going to be the king of manifestation. We have all the monies in the world there. We have fruits, like every, is it called lavish? Lavish. Like extravagant, extraordinary, like everything you want that's really beautiful, you can create it. That's what I have for you, beautiful, beautiful Cancer, for the month of July. You're going to discover your own creativity, your own power. You're going to start to trust the universe and yourself, your own intuition. That's so beautiful. Okay, that's what I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, guys. Bye.